Despite Biden's justifications, many questions still do remain about the chaotic way the withdrawal was handled. And to talk a bit more about that with me, I'm joined on the set by France 24's Philip Turle. Philip, was this withdrawal really the success Biden's claiming it was?
Well, we're in this bizarre situation now where we have the President of the United States who is saying this was a great success in that rather defiant address last night when he repeated several times the same thing about why he made this withdrawal, the fact that he wanted to end America's longest war. He was the fourth president to have to deal with the war in Afghanistan, and he didn't want to send any more US servicemen into a war where they risked their lives, and therefore he was saying that he made the right decision. But if you look at the front pages of many of the US dailies, you see the same words: fiasco, dishonor, moral disaster. So there is a split between what the president says and what the reactions have been from the press and also from the Republicans who have criticized Joe Biden for the way he handled all of this. Many questions today as to how the US miscalculated the fact that the forces in Afghanistan, the former government, was going to fall so quickly and the Taliban would regain power, and why this evacuation took place at Hamid Karzai International Airport, where it could have taken place much more efficiently elsewhere in the country. None of that was talked about last night by Joe Biden, but we have the president who is hoping that now he's got this withdrawal over, he can turn the page and get on with dealing with the rest of problems in the United States, and hopefully this won't impose too much damage on him or his presidency.
Especially with the midterm elections coming up. But Philip, you mentioned these words in the U.S. press: chaos, a fiasco. How has the whole withdrawal been seen by the American public as a whole?
Well, we have a war of images too here, Jeannie, and what Joe Biden wanted to avoid at all costs, and now he has avoided that, is the threat of another terrorist attack by ISIS-K, killing more US servicemen before this withdrawal was over. Remember, last Thursday, 13 died in an attack. So that is over. And he knows that most Americans do not care much about Afghanistan, and they are in favor of the troops coming back. Now, if you look at the opinion polls, they're pretty level: 47.6% saying they disapprove, 47.2% saying they approve. There has been a fall. He was over 50% until recently, but that is not attributed to the withdrawal from Afghanistan. It was attributed more to the fact that there is criticism of the way that Joe Biden is dealing with the COVID, the spread of coronavirus in the United States, which has seen a spike in recent weeks, especially since the month of July. So what happens now will be crucial for the president. If everything goes smoothly, there's no civil war in Afghanistan, if there's no terrorist attacks outside Afghanistan or in the United States that were perpetrated on Afghan soil, he should be able to turn the page and move smoothly towards the midterm elections. But it's dodgy ground, because if there is any event now that United States forces are out of Afghanistan, they have no control what goes on over there, then that could all backfire in President Biden's face. So we will only find out in the next weeks and months over whether or not this has been a success for the president.